It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason, and it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between these road warriors and the Seattle Seahawks. Well, this weather is not cooperating as we're set to go. And away we go from Lumen Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Gonna lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Dart from the pistol. Into traffic, complete! And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
On the draw, it's Walker. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, here starts. Out wide, it's Smith and Jigba. Attacking the screen, look at this defense, getting him down behind the line.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen, play goes nowhere.
Third down now, here starts. Look at that power, deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you know what?
And it's no good. We missed the extra points. Rain, slick conditions, maybe making their presence felt as they fail to add another point on.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. Things going well so far. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Herbert throwing right away. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. Working quickly here.
51 yards, the gain on the play. And the first
from the red zone on 1st. And this is going to be hauled in for the touchdown. These guys find an answer with their opening drive. Matt McConkey with a touchdown. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And his guys literally won up that opening touchdown drive, as they take a 7-6 lead here. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Into a crowd and intercepted. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
First down from the 42.
59, set. Home troops right. Go.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, the ball's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Herbert from the gun. Chased out to his right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
On 3rd down, Herbert gets it downfield, on target to Getson. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. It's Herbert once more. Deep behind the line. Oh, what was that? Oh, man, they are lucky to get this one back on the recovery.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So they keep the football, but now they face second and long.
Let's go, let's go.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Third and long for him here. That's going to be caught by his back, McCaffrey. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this.
Hey, Cap. Hey, go Lions.
They snap it to Herbert. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
This is one of the toughest tests yet of this game for the defense so far, Kate. But boy, not only did they hold up, but they turned some momentum with that interception in the end zone.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
2nd and 10 now. Here's Dart. Buys time, rolling right. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
21, 5-9, set.
Herbert back to throw. Force that to his right. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
Those are the And the decisions you got to make in that spot, and the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Cap.
Herbert now. That one complete to St. Brown. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
That's good. First down.
Throwing on first is Herbert. On the move, headed right. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And he's forced down bounds after picking up about 7.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-6 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range. Go left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
Home kick right.
From the red zone now. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with a touchdown.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this first and 10. Starts with a quick throw left, complete. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. Benjamin St. Just getting up to end that play.
Second and 9 at the 36-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. And with the gun this time, here's Dart. Escapes the pocket. He finds his running back on a deep shot. Nicely done. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. Pickup there of 39 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On first down, here's Dunks. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
And they need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. From the gun, here's Darts. Brought in close to the 8. It'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Let's go. Pat the 60. Pat the 60. Let's go.
On play action with Darts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
First and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that. So let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them backwards. And now you put a whole lot more pressure on that offense to respond.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Here's Herbert, first and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Set. Hey, 5-9, 5-9.
To throw, Herbert. Dumps it off to his running back. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More from Newman Fields coming right up. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Motioning the tight end now.
Go. Hey, ram. Baylor Tiger. Go.
Herbert on first down. In trouble now, and the ball is out. And it looks like they got it back. They did. Offense maintains possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Still their football, but need to make some progress here. And this is 2nd and long. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Herbert from the gun. Into the hands of Ganson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Gets it downfield. On target to Ganson. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. They get 27 on the play. And that is good for a 1st down.
Gain of 27 on the play. Result is a 1st down.
Herbert throwing again. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down. It's Herbert once more. Catch made underneath by the back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Herbert chased out to his right. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. This is a heater going deep. He has the first over the middle. He has the touchdown. These guys grow their lead just before halftime. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Oh, and it's no good. Just his 2nd missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. After the missed extra point, he is still out there. He's going to put it back in play. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Here's a screen out for Walker. Along the sideline past midfield. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They pick up a 34 yards on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Fights his way through a tackle. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Darts out of the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Now Seattle going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First down and goal to go.
breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hey, check that. Street. Go.
Walker now from the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Give some credit to this offense. They almost got it done on just one play running the ball in. I got to be honest, the 1st down run often leads to 2nd down pass, but I don't think so now. Now you push that pile, go finish this drive.
Okay, ready?
Need hardly anything here. 2nd and inches.
Set. Liking 18. Panther 11.
Dart setting in the throw here. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
3rd and hardly anything. Just need the length of the football.
Ready. 60 Eagles, 60. Ready.
Back to throw. Here starts. In the hands of his running back, Walker. No luck. He tried. He was frightened, but they send him backwards on 3rd and goal.
It's 4th and goal.
Dart gonna go for it on 4th. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks cutting to the lead on the last play of the half. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Myers to add the PAT. And the kick is good, so they take some valuable points off that lead right at the end of this half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They get 19 on that kickoff. And that means 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
1st and 10, Herbert. That's going to be caught by his back, McCaffrey. And he'll manage what he can up to the 48. Up to the ground by Nick Emanwari.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Absolutely fires this one right side. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So this is going to be second down and long following the holding flag. Herbert with a blitz coming. Caught, nice gain left side. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down. Herbert now. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set. This might be a free play for him. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot. They did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down.
Hey, Catholic.
Herbert to throw once more. And he's got his man. Touchdown. These guys grow the lead coming out of halftime. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And these guys double their lead to 14.
Seahawks 13. Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. The rookie out of UCLA in on the stop. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They'll go with Walker on the counter. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Connection made to Shaheed. He picked up at 17. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
Dart from the pistol. He's throwing deep to the left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. It gets 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Dart. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
All set to go now from the 35. Dart gonna throw again. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
after a good pickup. They've got 2nd and 4.
18 Cardinal, 18, go!
Sticking to the air here. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th.
Cowboy 80.
They'll go. Here's Dart. He gets the 1st and more inside the 15. He takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks start the 2nd half with some needed points. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Rob. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So after thinking it over, these guys lining up for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the
19,
2-point
Tiger,
conversion.
19, Tiger. Half the 60. Half the 60. Ready, ready.
Trying for it on the ground. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt.
27, Seahawks 19. Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Herbert from the gun. Downfield, this fine, St. Brown. They will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line.
First down.
Throwing on 1st is Herbert. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Herbert throwing again. Cut by the open man. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. Gain of 26 yards there. And that gives him the 1st.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
It's caught left side by Harris. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Now Herbert again. This one's caught. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Offensive line fast.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's set third.
Herbert now to throw on third. Another one caught by St. Brown. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative. And the best of them make it look oh so easy.
So they'll be set up with a first and goal when we come back. It'll still be just a one-score game when we resume play. All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. Here's a design run. And he runs it across. Touchdown! These guys have a commanding 14-point lead now in the fourth. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And his guys lead by 15 now. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Walker gets the pitch. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. Good rip on first down. That brings up second and 2.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2.
60 vice. Go check. Go check.
Staying with Walker. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Short yardage situation here. It's third and 2.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Lions.
Throwing now on third and 2. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. This gets the first and more. Oh, this big guy is moving. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, not just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All set to go now from the 35. They'll run here with Amari Huntington. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up second and 7.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
McCaffrey on 3rd down. Up to the races, middle of the field. And he runs this one in for the touchdown. These guys go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown.
Cameron Dicker for the extra
Kate, with
point.
these great running backs, you know that patience is so often carry to carry one of their great traits. But also over the course of the game, just waiting for their opportunity to explode and go finish it as he just did.
26. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. Ball beaten by Arroyo on the right side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Dart now against the blitz. To the left, he's got Arroyo. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Darts out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
A gain of 19 yards.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 from the 32. Still sticking with the passing game. Down to the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was going to be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s? The kids aren't alive, I get it. Yeah, they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. First and 10, Herbert. Yet another grab for St. Brown. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that's going to bring up first down.
A gain of
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes 2nd and long.
Crowd right. Hey, go lion. Okay, 5-9.
Here's Herbert. Completed to his running back. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And they're going to have a first down now.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the gun, McCaffrey. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. These guys up by 8. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. He'll throw it. Defenders there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
A big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. This is a 48-yard look for it. Dicker connects there. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. When they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Street. Check smash. Yo.
Back to throw. Here starts. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Hey, come on. Set. Lightning 18. Go check.
2nd and 10 now. Here's Darts. Buys time, rolling right. Finds him on the crossing route. And he spins right by him. Breaks through and breaks away. He has this down to the 34. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, it can transform a short completion into a big play.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Under the gun this time. Here's Darts. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line.
At the 29-yard line.
Dart gonna throw again. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Forced out to his right. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Downfield is fine, safe ground. And he has it all the way inside the opposing 40. Clock is working against them as they hurry up to the line.
It's a gain of 42 yards. Complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
21. Go.
They're going to pass it here. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It was a great effort from our winners as we say so long from Seattle.